Alright, this next video is about my memory. You know what? This should be a memory and brain fog thing. Because they were kind of hand in hand. Years ago I had the brain fog where my speech was kind of slow because my brain was like buffering. It wasn't working quick enough. Like now I'm like really quick, right? Now my brain's like 0 to 60 in like 1.2 seconds. No problem. Miles per hour, by the way. Right? No problem. But comes a time when your baseline is up here, right? Your baseline's up here at 1,000. You're overwhelmed with all this homework. The brain has got to detox this and digest that, and the gut's having issues, and you haven't regulated your emotions. You've had all these problems with relationships, toxic relationships. You've been in fight or flight for just too long. Watch my 5 keys to recovery on the bottom here and get started today, right? And it'll explain why you're in this state. What happens is your brain, your prefrontal cortex goes offline and your brain takes over, right? Your amygdala is now the one giving orders. It's now the one sending you all the OCD, all the doom feelings, all the anxiety, right? And now your prefrontal cortex is offline, and your memory is also not working very well because it's overloaded like a computer. If the computer is overloaded, you're asking it to do 20,000 things, and doesn't have enough power. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna freeze. It's gonna delay. It's gonna be like, it's really, right? It's gonna take too long. So that's what happens with your brain. You're like a computer, right? You have this overwhelming demand with your software. I got some people walking by. Hold on a second. They're gonna probably wonder what I'm doing. Here, hold on. It's okay. It's just a dog. Give the old. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on a second. Hold on. Watch. Okay. Okay. Dolly. There's Lemmy in the back. Look, he's looking at the dog. Just some people walking by, that's all. Just some people walking by. Okay. Anyway. Your memory. Oh man, my memory. Not just with the brain fog, because you feel kind of dumb. Like I was talking to my boss, and she's like, "So you make sure when you clean this area, then afterwards, are you gonna work overtime? Are you available for Saturday?" I'm like, "Yeah, is that Saturday? Is that a weekend? Saturday? Is that this weekend?" "Yes, Helmut. It's on the weekend. It's a Saturday." Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me get back to you. Okay, why don't you get back to me then? Okay, hi. Brutal. I felt like a dummy. Constantly like a dummy. And your face is like, huh? And I felt like I was floating in a room. Like I felt like everything was foggy, like brain fog, right? Everything was foggy. I was in a dream state, right? Constantly. And it was scary. Brain fog is very scary because it's like, what's going on? This doesn't feel clear. I'm not clear. I used to go to work and I'd go into the kitchen and everything was a fog. People were like, "Hi, Helmut. Hi. And they're right in front of me. So meanwhile, it should be like, "So yeah, when you didn't clean that one boiler yesterday, I had to come in and clean it." Meanwhile, it's in my head's going, "Well, you didn't do this." So then I had to tell Michael to do it for me because I was too busy. And then, right? And I was like, "Oh man, this is fucking trippy. This is crazy." And I would break down and cry because I was like, I gotta have a tumor here. Why is everything so like dream statey, foggy? What's going on? And then eventually, later on in my journey, my memory was just didn't feel like working. It was just so overloaded with this stress response. Because when you're in a state of fight or flight, your memory takes a back seat because your brain's got to keep you alive. So memory right now, it's not going to be like, okay, so there's a tiger there. So what we're going to do while you're getting attacked and your arm's being bit off, we're going to keep memory available so that you can think about the past and think about that one time that you had that Indian food and you had diarrhea for 3 days and you shit yourself and you had that nasty fart. You remember that time? Oh my God, it was so funny. Oh my God. Right? No, it's not. It's going to go, memory, shut off for now. We need that energy right now to fight this fucking bear or run. I would probably run. So I need all the energy. I need my brain to focus on my past. You got to get out of here like Robocop. Run, run, drop it, run. Right? It's doing its job. So that's all it is. And then, you know, you'll forget shit. You won't even know. Like, I'll give you an example. And this is scary. This happened to me a couple times. Trigger alert. Trigger warning. Trigger. This might scare the shit out of you. I had some weird, crazy symptoms happen to me along this journey. Symptoms that might make you feel like you're having a stroke. I felt like my head was a big... This is going to be another topic. Bubble head. Bubble head. Pressure. All right. So anyway, I was dropping off my dog, my old senior dog named Chloe, and to get grooming done. So this was like near the first year of my recovery journey. I was triggered constantly. I could barely get outside of the house because everything was a trigger. My alarms were going crazy. So, and I was scared constantly. Everything was like overwhelming, right? That day I had weakness on my right side of my body because I was so intensely in a state of fight or flight survival mode with fear that my right side went weak. My hand would be like going slow. This hand would be like, hey, look at this. This hand was like slow. And then my speech went, if I tried to say something, well, then why don't I take my dog? Like everything was slow motion. So, okay. That happened. My right side got a little weak. Whatever. It happened a couple times before. So I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll just drop off the dog. We'll go. So I drop off my dog. You know, I have to have conversation with this lady. Yeah, so what we'll do is a sweet dog. Like, I'm having a nightmare in my mind right now. I'm having a panic attack, freak out. But this is when I started doing my methods, right? So I was like, oh yeah. So I'll talk to you later then? Okay. So, yeah, she's going to be with me, and then we'll... how short do you want it? So how short? Do you want it like this short, or do you want this short? Do you want this short, or do you want it this short? I'm not thinking in my head. Just fucking do whatever you fucking figure it out, man. Fucking figure it out. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm fucking losing my mind. And she's like, so this short. I'm like, yeah, let's do it that. So I had to be patient with myself and go, let's do it that short. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. And then the next time we come in, we'll kind of adjust and see how we like it this time. And you know how hard that was? To put all your bullshit aside into this panic mode and have a normal conversation with somebody and sit there and drag it out. And she's like, okay, so I'll call you. Do you have my number? Fuck. Stop asking me for shit. I want to get the hell out of here. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I added you earlier. I have your number. So, okay, I'll just message you. Like, this is turning into a nightmare event. Okay, you'll message me. You let me know when you're done, and then I'll come back here. Right. And then, right, everything was a nightmare. And I'm like, okay, thanks. See you later. Fuck. Right, go to my car. I start driving home. Right, I turn onto my street. My home's like 30 seconds that way. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, where am I? What the fuck's going on? What am I doing? Shit. I'm like, forgot how to breathe. Oh yeah, breathing. Oh fuck, when you forget how to breathe. Forgot how to breath. Anyway, so I was like, what's going on here? I pulled over. I didn't know where the hell I was. And I know the street. I live on this street. I've known the street for how long I've lived there, right? I'm like, okay, shit, what's my name? What's my name? Holman. Okay. I know my name. I don't know how to get home. Where's home? Where's this street? I knew the street inside out, but this street felt like I was in a street somewhere in Ohio, not Canada, Ontario. That was scary. And then I was like, okay. Well, I had the weakness. Okay. Whatever it is happening, let it happen. Okay, bring it on. I'm like, I'm surrendering. I don't care what happens. Let it happen. Let's do it. Let's get it done with. I'm asking for more. Give me more. And eventually, and I could feel pressure in my head. Pressure. Like, eventually it let loose. And then I was like, okay. Oh, right. I just live right there. That's the house right there. All right, let's go home. I go home. I run the side of the house, and I just sit on the couch and I just stare at the wall. I lost my memory. And you know what? It would keep happening on and off throughout my journey. If I was doing something that was too overwhelming, brain fog, I'd forget shit. Everything went slow motion. My right side would get weak. But I wasn't as scared as before because now I know what's going on and I know it will pass. This is just one of those crazy symptoms that the brain is sending. And at that point, I don't think it was a symptom that it was sending me to get my attention. I think it was just overwhelmed. I was in a spike. My journey, I was exposing myself to all these symptoms, and it was just too much. And that's okay. This is going to happen. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you. It's just scary, right? And it would send that symptom even when I wasn't overwhelmed. So I'm like, okay, now you're using this as a way to get my attention to perceive danger. Okay, we're still at a fight or flight. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's fine. It's good. It's good. Oh yeah, it's fine. Right? So eventually, I got my memory back more consistently. And when I was doing visuals, man, my visuals were, wow, oh, that memory, right? I would add all these new memories, right? Like I'm doing now. When I do these videos, I go, oh yeah, right? So I get these new memories. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. I can't wait to get this started on the next day that I do my visual. So I write it down, and the next day, boom, 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 I'm enjoying it, and I really simmer in that dose. Oh yeah. Which is another topic. Sometimes when you're doing visuals, you will find yourself having weird side effects. Side effects of visuals. Very weird side effects or symptoms that'll pop up while you're doing visuals. And some of them are like a cracking sound coming from the back of your skull. It's all normal. It's not going to kill you. Pressure. It feels like your head is a big balloon, but it's not, because I've checked 1,000 times in the mirror while this is happening. Walking and then all of a sudden feeling high and like a distancing from your own self. Like all of a sudden you're like, right? Pressure in your head. All of a sudden your breathing feels like it's mimicking the feeling that you think it would be a stroke, but it's not. But you think it is because, of course, we catastrophize and we think we're having a stroke, but you're not at all. So you got to go through this a few times, right? It's the first few times you're gonna freak out. You're gonna have the OCD looping thoughts. Your baseline goes up again, right? And then it brings in more symptoms. But eventually it'll pass. You'll get used to it. You expose yourself to it. It goes from a 10 to a 5 to a 3 to 1, and it becomes an old buddy. And you go, nah, and the alarms turn off, and that goes away. The weird sensations in your brain goes away. The dizziness, of course. And your memory comes back online, and your brain fog's gone. Poof! And you're back to being sharp. Hold on, here comes the truck. It's a little loud. You're back to being a restored, healthy self with a good memory. You got your brain back. You're clear. You're sharp, right? Right? It's perfect because that is being sharp. So if you're sharp, you're doing this throughout the day. You're going, of course, right? So yes, to get there, I got the 5 keys of recovery down here in the link. Start doing the work today, right? Stay on the path. If I say one thing, one key advice, stay on the path. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get worse. You're going to feel worse. You're going to take 10 steps backwards. Of course, that's the journey. You're going to feel worse. You're going to feel like shit through this process. But that's the door that opens. When you have a door that opens, you're going to expose yourself to things that make you feel like shit. Because the work is never going to be done unless that door is open. Here comes the truck. It's like, because I'm here, I'm going to have a parade of trucks driving by. Yay! Yay! Anyway, to do the work, you're going to feel like shit. You're going to feel uncomfortable. But that means the door is open. And that's the key to recovery. When that door is closed and you're having the good days, no work is being done, right? So you need to have the bad days like this. You need to have the symptoms so you can get used to them. That's where the work is done. If you're not having symptoms, you're never going to get used to them. You're never going to, if you want to get to the other side, you got to go through the fire and sit through the fire and allow it and ask for more. Ask for more of this craziness. Become its friend. Become best buddies. 2 peas in a pod, like carrots and peas and carrots and mushrooms with olive oil in the oven. Salt and pepper with some chicken, roasted chicken. Oh yeah, I'm getting a little hungry. All right, so please like, share, and subscribe so I can help as many people as possible on their journeys to get their lives back. That's my goal. That's my goal, to get this across to many people and get these people out of the brainwashing, out of the misinformation, to wake up and know that this is the way. This is the pudding, right? Eat the pudding. Pudding's good.